You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we need to talk about a fascinating story out of the UK because we have another case of a biological man competing in a female category at a marathon. Now, what makes this very interesting, guys, is that this man actually competed as a man in another marathon like a month prior. Then all of a sudden, he actually decided to go into a female category at another marathon, and he beat over 14,000 women. I mean, the numbers are just staggering, guys. It's staggering because biology is a real thing, and this is yet another example. But what actually makes this even more fascinating is that he actually admits to not being a woman. I mean, this guy got a lot of backlash because he got called out. And he's even offered to return his medal for beating all of these women, guys. Look here on Breitbart. I'm not a woman. Trans marathon runner to return medal after beating thousands in female category. A transgender runner who beat over 14,000 women while competing in the female category of the London Marathon has admitted he is, quote, not a woman. That is his words, and offered to return the medal he received for his performance. Glenique Frank, a man identifying as a woman who ran in the New York City Marathon as a man last year, made use of a loophole in Athletics UK's rules excluding biological males who have gone through puberty from competing in women's events to run the London Marathon on Sunday. Competing under the name Frank, the 54-year-old, this guy's 54 years old, guys, 54 years old. Trans runner finished the race in 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 28 seconds. And according to the Daily Telegraph, that time was good enough to place 6,160th out of 20,121 women in the female category. However, as the Telegraph notes, that time would have placed Frank at the comparatively low 15,386th place had he been competing in the men's category. Think of this, just by jumping over to the female category, he went from 15,000 place to 6,000 place because biology is a real thing. After granting an interview in which he appeared in a sports bra, complete with a rainbow flag, Frank announced he was going to soon be a granny, though the real effect of the interview was to capture the attention of two-time British Olympian Mara Yamachi, who quickly blasted Frank for competing in a category he had no business competing in. And this is a tweet right here. This man ran in yesterday's London Marathon as Glenique Frank in the female category. So he changed his name, guys, finishing 6,160th place out of 20,123. So nearly 14,000 actual females suffered a worse finish because of him. Last month, he ran in the Tokyo Marathon as Glenn Frank. You see, guys, he changed his name. He's actually trying to compete in both competitions. Not fair. But we got this clip here, guys, of him actually giving his interview right here. Check this out.
Here, not your first marathon, I believe.
No, this will be 17, and I'm doing the 6 majors. So I've just done Tokyo and New York last year, and then this year Chicago, Berlin. 2024 will be the number 6, and then that's a week before London, so a week rest, but girl power.
So having done them in different places, how does this compare?
London is the best, without a shadow of a doubt. I know the New Yorkers were saying New York's the best. It was, but London the crowd, it's just awesome. You know, and even Tokyo, it was okay, but London, baby. I've done Sydney, I've done Paris, I've done the Comrades Marathons in South Africa, where I'm from. And sell it to my South African friends and family, and my mom and dad are up there. And everybody that loves me, and sell it to my beautiful son. He's having a baby, so I'm going to get Granny G. Yeah.
Well, listen, go and enjoy the rest of it. London, baby.
Wow. So that's amazing right there, guys. He actually said that London is the best. It's probably the best because you were able to actually finish much higher than you would have if you actually competed against the men. But the Backlash, guys, it's out there. It is out there. Look at this. The backlash stemming from Yamachi and the thousands of others who blasted Frank online have compelled the trans runner to offer to return his medal. Quote, if they want me to give my medal back, I say, okay, fine, no problem. Frank told the New York Post. If they really think I've stolen the place of a female runner, I don't mind giving the medal back because I'll run again next year for charity. But I don't want to apologize because I didn't do anything wrong. Frank firmly stated firmly, stating she was only sorry for upsetting her critics, who she maintained were mostly haters. So come back and blast the haters. Quote, they're angry because they're saying that one of 14,000 women behind me could have had my place. Really? I did the race in 4 hours, 11 minutes. There's a lot of women that beat me, noted Frank, who came in 6,159th place in the female category. I get it. Check this out. This is his words right here. I am not a woman. I don't have a wound, but I didn't compete as an elite, so I didn't steal any money. Now, the important part is right here. He's saying it right here, guys. I'm not a woman. He's saying that. Look here. This is what Breitbart said about the rules here. It says, while UK athletics banned biological males from competing in women's events earlier this year, they left a loophole called transitional arrangements, which would allow those who had already competed to carry on doing so, only forcing new entrants into sports to compete as their own sets. A report at the time defined the carve-out as continuing to allow any transgender athlete who has already entered a competition or event in the category that is not their biological sets, but may not accept any prize, and their results will not count towards any record, qualifying time or mark, or team scoring. So while Frank ran within the new rules, Yamachi said those rules remain wrong and unfair to biological women. Frank does intend to compete in next year's London Marathon, though he says he will not check female on his entry form. Instead, he says he will check male or other. So right there, he's saying he's not a woman. He says not a female. And the next time he runs, he's not going to run as a female. That is his words right there. I find this fascinating, guys, that this guy, I guess he thought he was going to get away with something until he got busted. And people have been calling him out on this. And now he's going to give back his trophy. And he has publicly said, I am not a woman. Wow, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.